How can I spend my money smarter without wasting it? It's a question we have all asked ourselves at some point. Today we are breaking down how to spend better and live better. Today's world, we all need money to live and survive. But what if there is not enough? Aha, robbing a bank. This might make money in a great Hollywood movie. Let's be real, we should spend other wealth that we have, like time and expertise. We can get a certain amount of money depending on the wealth we share. Between our wealth, our time is important. Time is the only real thing we have. We spoke about time in the procrastination video. We all live once with a limited number of weeks. The greatest thing money can do for us is buy time. But how? Well, if I have money, I don't need to work for others. I have freedom and independence. I can live the way I want. We all have dreams, goals, and the things we think about us. We need that freedom to do those things. Let's recap. To feel happy, we must do something meaningful based on our value. So, we must have freedom and time for ourselves. To have time for ourselves, we need to have money. We may come up with this conclusion: money can bring us happiness. Wait a second. We may know some rich people who don't feel satisfied with their lives. So, it seems that we are two groups. 1. For money can bring us happiness. 2. Against money cannot bring us happiness. Let's look at both scenarios a little bit deeper. 1. 4. Money brings us happiness if it brings saving support for us. What does it mean? Saving can take many forms, such as putting money somewhere, gold, investing, and other forms. Now, what happens if I have this support in the first place? 1. I will feel a sense of security and peace. If one day a war occurs, if one day an illness occurs, I can control it because of this financial support. And apart from this, I do not have daily stress. 2. Feel freedom. The more my financial support is, the freer I am. It's better to do the things I love. If I have big projects in mind, I'll do them. The question that arises is, how do we create that financial support? First, by increasing our income, affected by various unpredictable things. And second, by reducing our expenses, more controllable. To create this financial support, there is a main factor that is called the compound effect of the investments. In fact, effective investment shows its effect when we put some money in the right and safe place, increase it, and slowly over time, this investment shows its effect incrementally. There are two main reasons why our brain does not understand this exponential growth. In one hand, our brain does not understand the time properly. In fact, our mind is not designed for the long term, and the nature of effective investing is that it has an exponential effect in the long term. On the other hand, it is difficult to calculate this exponential growth. If you look at the invests of the great investors like Warren Buffett, you will always realize that they have grown exponentially. For example, Buffett had 84 billion in capital, and he only saw 81 billion after he turned 65. 2. Against the interesting point is that having financial support does not make us feel happy. There are many examples. Some children from very wealthy families have a lot of money, so they have that support. However, these children do not have any clear and correct things that they can do. There is no meaning in creating this freedom for themselves. Psychology of money said if you create that financial support yourself, the possibility that you will be able to use your freedom better later becomes much greater. Another example is people who win the lottery. Most studies on people who win the lottery point to the fact that the lottery does not make you a happier person. Many lottery winners are happy for a short time, but this happiness disappears. Either they waste their money or they don't have a specific goal. They don't know how to deal with this freedom. So, it's important that you should use that freedom and do something based on your values. For example, people who do great things and we hear their names all the time, like Elon Musk. This man created this financial support in the first place so that he can do the things he loves. He feels a sense of satisfaction and happiness from doing these things. Let's move on to the problem that most people have with money. Many people who have money don't have a sense of happiness. In fact, they see money as directly and specifically equal to happiness. Let's assume that money is directly equal to happiness. What are the outputs? The first thing that happens to us is that I look around and see who has what. And if they have more expensive things like brand clothes, an expensive smartphone, and an expensive car, we will think that this person is probably very happy. This causes a change in my behavior, and I start shopping to prove that I am a happy person, both to myself and to others. What is happening here? Buying different goods without having financial support is losing your money and is spoiling the opportunity. If I spend money recklessly, I forget to create financial support for myself, which means that it takes away the opportunity to save money. And one problem with this mindset is that it makes you compare yourself to others. This makes you feel insecure and that whatever I do is not enough. Consider a game that you are never going to win. This scenario will never lead to happiness and a sense of satisfaction in life. Ultimately, what happens is that we tie our identity to this money. That is, when I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and see a person whose job is to make money and lose his or her freedom. If I wanted to be someone who works to make money, I'm not longer the one controlling money. Money is controlling me. At some point, it becomes an addiction and makes me stop thinking about other parts of my life, my family, my dreams, the things that are valuable to me. I work to make more money, and the only thing I'm losing is time. A cycle that I'm always stuck in. Money can't bring us happiness unless we spend it wisely. Among all our wealth, time is the most valuable. The choice is yours. Will you spend your time chasing money or use your money to gain more time? Let me know in the comments what's your choice and why. If you found this video thought provoking, give it a like and subscribe for more content that makes you think. Thank you for watching.